Hey there, so this is a video about the perfect review. So Google reviews, they are a critical ingredient to improving your rankings on Google Maps. I say that they're a critical ingredient, but it's important to understand that they are not the entire recipe. There are plenty of instances where companies with fewer reviews outrank competitors with many, many more reviews. So this is just an image, just kind of indicating that. Actually, in-house, whenever we see a client or a prospect who has a lot of reviews but their rankings are really poor, we get a little bit excited because we realize that if we fix some of those other issues, they're usually just going to pop right up on the Maps rankings. Google's map algorithm, therefore, it takes many things into consideration. There's other parts of the recipe like profile optimization, backlinks, your profile activity, but reviews do matter. Our research shows that there are a couple of things to understand about reviews and how they impact your rankings. So the first thing has to do with review velocity. Google is always asking the question, what have you done for me lately? The recency and velocity of your reviews seem to carry more or equal weight as the total number of reviews on your profile. So there's been many, many instances where we've had clients who have a lot of reviews, great rankings. We're able to put our things, into place. And then what will happen is they fall asleep on the reviews. They won't get anything for a month. And then guess what happens? All the rankings, go down. So it's not enough to have a high number of reviews. You need to constantly be doing this, always be getting new reviews. And since this is a part, something in your business that needs to continually happen as part of your marketing efforts, you need to systemize review capture in your business to ensure review velocity is consistent and is high. So the perfect review. Not all reviews are created equal. This is 1000% true. If you have a review that, just says 5 stars, nothing else, that's not going to carry nearly as much weight as a 5-star review from a Google Guide account that has written an entire, novel and included images, So we want to get more of the fields entered in and filled out in order for the reviews to carry more weight. And the two big things are keywords in the review and then a photo in the review. So keywords in the review, the customer needs to describe the service rendered using the keywords that people search online. So for example, it'd be really excellent if they wrote, XYZ company came to fix, or to install a brand new tankless water heater, or I called this company for AC repair service. So more keywords in the review, and really the length of the review is gonna impact things. And if they can get a photo in the review, that's going to be even better. It just improves the quality score of that review. When people take photos from a cell phone, there's automatically the geo coordinates in there as well. So not only are you improving the review, but you're actually sending Google a signal that you're servicing, where your service area is and where you should be placed, or having higher rankings on Google Maps. So other, things that impact the strength, the review length, and then the account leaving the review, although you can't really always kind of solve for that. So how to get reviews. So you could use automation, and I do recommend using automation. It seems like text automation works the best. So House Call Pro has this, Service Titan has this. There's standalone companies that you can use that will give automated text reviews. In some cases, we're seeing a 25% capture rate, meaning 25% of customers leave a review. That said, the quality of reviews will increase when you get your technicians to take the lead in capturing reviews. So I think it's great to have that automation in place, but I do not think it's a good idea to just rely exclusively on that automation, especially considering this is a really big part of your business. So what we recommend is using tap cards, which are near field communication cards. So this is a tap card. So the way that we set this up, you can basically just tap the phone, and automatically they'll get a notice to click and leave a review. But what we also do is we include the QR code as kind of like a backup. So the near field communication like technology only works on newer phones, and so by having like the QR code as a backup, it's pretty good because there's always something that will work with the customer. So these tap cards, they appear to be the most effective tool. So we set them up on lanyards, so this way your techs can just basically keep them on them at all times. They can just ask for a review using the perfect review script, which I've included. We'll go over later on this video, and that seems to be the best way, to get great reviews. So, this is the process, but you still need to get people on your team to play ball. So, something to really keep in mind is that we ask technicians to do a lot these days, especially compared to maybe a decade ago or something. They have to do the actual work. They've got to diagnose. They have to recommend good, better, best options. Figure out what other things can we cross out. Maybe they're responsible for pushing some of your membership agreements. So they've got to be salespeople. They need to log everything into ServiceTitan or HouseCall Pro. All this stuff, and now we're asking them to get reviews. So it's a lot, and I think that's really important, is to understand what's going on, keeping in mind what technicians are required to do these days, and therefore if you're going to add something to their plate, let's at least make it easier for them, or at least grease the wheels a little bit. So our most successful clients do two main things to ensure technicians do not forget about the importance of review capture. So the first thing is measurement. So what gets measured gets managed. So technicians need to keep track and report the number of reviews that they're capturing each and every week. So that's the first thing. And the second thing that our best clients do is they incentivize their technicians with generous rewards and contest prizes. So the most simplest version of this is just to simply pay for a review, $10 a review, $15, $20 a review, that can be effective. However, it seems like the best way to do this is with contests. So a contest could be, a couple of things. It could be, hey, if you get a certain review capture, each week, a review capture percentage, you get to spin a prize wheel. And this way, multiple techs are able to win every single week. Another thing that you can do is you can put technicians kind of head to head against each other for a very large prize, or maybe there's a first place, a second place, a third place prize. So some things that we've seen work really well: flat screen TVs, weekend getaways. So obviously these might be, maybe you're not doing this on a week, maybe you're doing this on a monthly basis, but it's really great because it brings everybody together. It has the additional benefit of building a culture of performance, and a culture that rewards performance, competitiveness, which is excellent. So as a wrap up, Google is the 800-pound gorilla, when it comes to home service marketing. New customers, if they don't have a vendor in mind, they're going to go to Google. And the most successful companies, they treat Google and their SEO with the respect that it deserves. So we've seen clients go so far as opening up, getting new leases, additional leases, opening up new locations. So this way they can have another map location and expand their reach. We've even had clients change the name of their company to include the services that they offer, which is not a bad idea. The idea is they prioritize SEO best practices, and they get rewarded with all of the traffic, the free traffic that's available on Google. So you and your technicians, you need to understand the vital importance of obtaining new customer reviews. Your marketing is one of the most important things in your business. And Google is probably one of the biggest parts of that marketing, and reviews, they have a huge impact. So everyone needs to understand the importance of this and, build it into your regular operations. Okay, so the perfect review script, this is a postcard that gets sent out to all of the PM Now clients along with our NFC cards, and it looks like this. Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, I hope we delivered 5-star service for you today. It'd be very helpful for my company and myself if you could leave us a review online. Would you be able to do that today? Yes, thank you so much. Let me tap your phone so you can easily find the review link. So tap the phone with the NFC card. Now, when you're leaving a review, it's going to make Google extra happy if you could describe the service we did today, like an AC repair. So you'd say, if you can describe like the AC repair, service that we did, and adding a photo to the review will get me high vibes when I go back to the office tonight. Thanks so much for trusting us in your home today.